Okay, there we go. As we come back here, you can see just that very wide shot, that wide angle as to the true scale of this fire ground. Again, this is coming out of the Los Angeles, California area. Gonna see here if we can pull up the map of the incidents here that's working through Cal Fire. Again, we have 5 fires that are taking place, majority of which are near downtown Los Angeles. We're going to take a quick look over here, actually. Let me see here. Yeah, so as you guys can see, we're actually working with down here. This is the Palisades fire. Palisades. This is almost at 3,000 acres. And the nice thing with this map here is you can actually go in and on a 3D map, it's the 3D map. The 3D map, you can actually see. Let's see here. This one. If this loads up here, with this map, you can actually see where each of the buildings are that are involved in this fire here. This is obviously Palisades. This is the evacuation order. We do have coming into Santa Monica here along the Pacific Coast Highway, the evacuation warnings, but as you start to come in, all of these are buildings. All of these are buildings. As we can see up here, this one I was looking at earlier. It does say here, don't know if it will let me drag this over. It's still in beta, but I can see that's a house. It's 10.2, I believe, meters high or feet high. That's this one right here. We do have the Tyler fire, which is 11 acres, 50% contained. Palisades is almost 3,000 acres. The Eaton fire is happening over a little bit further to the northeast of Palisades. Lots of evacuation orders going out. Evacuation warnings coming into Pasadena as well. In Bradbury, this is about 2,300 acres. The Hearst fire is growing. It was originally just a few acres. It is now 505 acres plus. That is up on the San Fernando side, which is further north. There's also the Woodley fire, which is pretty much happening because these embers from the Hearst fire and the Palisades fire is blowing over, hence why the Eaton fire came out. Is there still a little C shape where it looks like people will be trapped if the fire moves? So that is a good question. Similar to the Granite Mountain hotshots as to what happened in Arizona in 2013, where it came up and kind of cut them off. Their escape route got cut off. I can tell you right now that the fire department in themselves are not exactly in a firefighter stance. Coming from the fire department, I've been in it for 12 years. You know, you have to look at your manpower. They do have 110 Type 1 engines coming down from Northern California, but like early this morning, the battalion chief said, right now it's 0% contained. We're not risking our guys. We are there to get people out, and that is what is going on. They're not worrying too much about the, hey, you know, let's try to put this fire out. No, they want to get people out. It's going to burn. They know that they're not going to be able to contain this and control it, so they're just trying to get people out as much as they possibly can. We're going to cut back here, and you're going to see the scale of this on that mountain. Mind you, these are all homes. These are all $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 homes you're looking at plus. And this fire is narrowing down on them, if you will. It's definitely narrowing down. So there is a lot that is still going on. Again, this is coming out of ABC in Los Angeles with their helicopter. Well, and that is the other thing. So this was brought up on the CNN talk as we were coming back from the Jimmy Carter laying in state, and that was that a lot of people dropped their fire insurance. Yeah, so CNN's going on about the wildfires. This is a live look as well. You know, last evening there we were, this is a live look as well at the Capitol. We were there last evening where Jimmy Carter is laying in state there in the Capitol building. There's a lot going on this week. There's a lot going on. You know, yesterday we were going down, and I had said something to my co-host, Jay, the trucking medic, and I had said, you know, oh wow, there's a fire that's like 30 acres coming out of the Santa Monica area, and I had no idea that it was turning into this. They had estimated that it is going at 5 football stadiums per minute, moving anywhere from 60 to 100 miles per hour. And those Santa Ana winds are going to continue until about 7 p.m. Eastern time, possibly a little bit longer as well. You know, just a lot going on, Not too sure there. We're going to wait for that feed to come back. I'm not too sure what is happening with the helicopter. We're just waiting for it to make its appearance back on. But yeah, it's definitely been a wild ride. You know, you have all of this going on, and tomorrow is the state funeral for Jimmy Carter, and then the following day, the 10th, is going to be the Supreme Court, which is right outside of the Capitol building. They're going to be doing the TikTok one. So we have so much back to back, and then to top it all off, you then have the inauguration on January 20th. So quite a bit. Now, mind you, the funeral itself isn't just like done there, because then they gotta fly back to Georgia. Then they have to do the actual burial. There's a lot going on. We're waiting to see if we get the live feed here back from the ABC station. You guys could kind of see what it looked like last night behind me on my camera, courtesy of CNN. But that is what we are working with today. And I will tell you that there was a enormous amount of people last night, which I was not expecting. I made a video here before I went live on if you're going to visit Jimmy Carter today, because you can visit from 7 a.m. today till 7 a.m. tomorrow. You can go at 2 a.m. There's no stops now. I will tell you that it's very cold. There's 4 separate lines you have to go through. It's not just the one line you get through. You have to go through the primary line. Then you get down into the security line. Then you get into the staging line. Then you get into the pre-visitation line. And then you get into the visitation line, to which then you walk in through. We do have, I believe, our second feed coming back here. Believe we are going to have the California feed. Yes. Okay, so they switched helicopters, I believe. We do have a house fire, so some a graphic warning coming up here. You're going to see a house that is fully involved momentarily, believe, unless we are I'm not too sure which one is on a delay. But you can see the vegetation just burning there. I did see a house that was fully on fire. Those flames are going about 90 to 120 feet in the air, guys. That's about 90 to 120 feet in the air that they are just raging and kicking out. Absolutely insane. Again, guys, be sure to tap your screen, hit that follow button, hit the share button as well. This is a live look here. This is right next to what appears to be a tennis court. I'm also going to send out a Discord notification that I'm live. Speaking of, let me pull up the chat there. What's up? What's up, Justin? Hello, Carol. Hello, hello, Leslie. Hello. Is it every 30 minutes? That seems like a lot for 30 minutes. Yeah, so you guys can see here how close this fire is getting. Let me cut over to myself here. Excuse me. Look at that house. That is a house that is fully engulfed in flames on the right there. Waiting for this feed here to jump back. I'm waiting here to see. I think we may have had a small cutout. Yep. Okay. We had a small cutout there. We will get back to that. Hopefully everything is good with that crew. There is 5 fires, Patch. There's 5 fires. There's Palisades, Eaton, Hurst, Tyler, and Woodley. Good news is Tyler is a small fire. It's 50% contained, but it does not mean that they are out of the woods when it comes to that. And just so you guys are aware, if you're joining in, we are getting our feeds in from Reuters over here. So the California helicopter feeds will be coming back. They are having some connectivity issues. Obviously, these fires are taking out cell towers. So due to that, we are cutting back to the Jimmy Carter laying in state mass. Just so that way we're not up with the blank screen or just my ugly mug. So everything you see here is live. If it's something that's pre-recorded, I will tell you, you know. But yeah, we have a lot here that's going on. I'm gonna see if we can pull up some live cameras. Not exactly like live streaming cameras, but they take snapshots and they actually provide an oversight as to what it looks like, so we can see this. So this is one of them here. Let me cut over. This is one of them here. This is coming up. You can kind of see how this all started. Just the embers started to burn away. We're gonna see that start to escalate here. Also, please forgive me when it comes to that. We have this. It's not that. Click the arrows to cycle through them. Okay, I didn't know there was arrow. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's not one that we can play back. This is one. So, yeah, you can just see, oh, the past 15 minutes. You could even do the past 12 hours. So, those are little hot spots you guys are looking at. Those are little hot spots that you guys are seeing there. Wow. Wow. So, look at this. That is a cell tower, okay? That is a cellular tower. And just the look of that, you know, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. This is, again, out near the Palisades fire. That is insane, that is ongoing and occurring. Looking up here at the Hearst fire as well. We don't have too good of camera views up there. We have this, let me see. Yeah, so this is one we can play back. That's live. But we can look at this. So this is flames. Those are flames coming up near the cell tower site. And we're gonna try to get some color here. So they're controlling the camera. You guys can see this. We should be turning into daylight pretty soon. We do have our feedback. Okay, so here you go. This is what those firefighters are breathing in. This is what they're dealing with. You can't see, you can't breathe whatsoever. You obviously can't run around with an air pack on. Every so many seconds here, there's a new clip. Look at that. So these are different cameras here, and this is just gonna start to engulf. Yep, see the fire coming up. You can actually see that start to come up. Let me replay that. Let me go ahead here and do this. So I want you guys to pay attention over where my camera just was, okay? Over there. You're going to see the flames start to come up, and as these flames start to come up, we're going to see this mountain on fire pretty soon. That is really increasing. That's going to crest over and come back on over. I know that's what's going to happen, and it's just wow. Just wow. But that is what they are dealing with. That's what they are working with. Here's one that we can definitely probably look at and see if that's 15 minutes. Let's go to the past 6 hours. Yeah, so look at this, guys. If I recall, it got so bright there. Those flames, it got so bright there, it actually turned the camera to daylight mode. Right there, look. It's turning it to daylight mode. That is how, hello Austin, that is how intense of a fire this is out there. Is that it got so bright, it even turned the camera on at 4 in the morning. That's insane. If you pay attention to those winds, you're going to see them swirl. You're going to see them move up and around. And it's pushing that fire. It's pushing the fire over to where my camera is right now, and it's billowing out that smoke. This is one of like the worst case scenarios that you could possibly see. Hello. You know, it's extremely sad to see this occur this way. We have lots of evacuation orders that are taking place here, and the cameras, you know. Just looking at them, lots of smoke there. This is a camera that's looking out at the Eaton fire. So this is the Eaton fire. Yeah, so that's the Eaton fire there. We have lots of cameras that are up here pointing, which is good. That's going to be just the smoke. Yeah, those are primarily just the smoke as of right now. Here's this one. Okay, we can play back this one. This is something here. So that is the fire burning at about 5 in the morning. About 5 in the morning, and you're gonna see this moving. You're watching it move to the left. That is how quick this fire is starting to spread there as it works its way across that mountaintop. The vegetation is so dry. That smoke is coming over. Very low laying. That entire mountain is slowly going to be eaten as these embers start to go. And there's nothing stopping those embers from coming on over. See how that wind is coming towards the camera, towards where this tower is? Nothing is stopping a hot ember from coming up, falling down, and catching this hill on fire. That is what those red flag warnings are. That is what the red flag warnings are, is that. It's insane. You know, there was a lot that, unfortunately, it was just the most perfect storm, if you will. It was just the most perfect storm, if you would. That's why they always say these Santa Ana winds, you know, really. Ventura has an that can't be right. Ventura has an evacuation order. That doesn't make sense. So I guess there's some smaller fires coming out as well. Some Los Angeles County ones. It's nothing that's like too big as of right now, but it's obviously something. There's some going on. Center, Canfield, but those are a little bit further down. Right now, we're really keeping an eye there on the Palisades fire. That's what we are really looking at. Again, guys, if you're new here, be sure to tap that follow button. Bringing you live coverage here. We just have a lot going on, a lot to talk about. That's the big thing, is we're just trying to get out what information that we can. And I'm looking here as well. You know, in Malibu. Malibu's another one. This is pre-recorded here. But look at Malibu, guys. Look at Malibu. Those are houses. Those are $1 million homes. $1 million homes on beachfront property. Look at it. That's insane. That was from this morning. That was from this morning. It's just, wow. That's all you gotta say, is just wow. And then, you know, you're dealing with, as Jordan Hall said, you're dealing with extreme fire behavior. Look at that multi-million-dollar home just becoming engulfed in flames here, as those flames spread over 120 feet in the air. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. Insane. And this was last evening, okay? This was last evening. But this isn't helping the matter either. This is power lines that are sparking into trees. The dry vegetation, you know, those embers could easily start a fire in downtown LA. Absolutely insane that the infrastructure is the way that it is. And this is something that you see out of what looks to be Saving Private Ryan, is ruins of buildings. You know, it just looks like we're in the middle of the Middle East after a bombing run. Like, it's so hard to even put words into the mouth as to what is going on with this, you know? It's just, wow. Again, we're still awaiting coverage here coming back out of Los Angeles. You know, we have We have people who were running to evacuate out of their homes. You just go outside and your tree's on fire. Embers all around you, just the entire place. Look, that entire tree's on fire. That entire tree. Look at it. That's insane. I personally could not imagine that. Looking out your back window and seeing the face of a devil. That is insane. That is just insane. Okay, guys, I believe that we do have feeds coming back. I believe we have a feed coming back. Just waiting to see here. We should have it back. May take a second here. I definitely know that we've seen it come back, so. Oh. Our thing kind of went pooey. That's what happened. 1 second, guys. We're going to get that pulled back up for you. We do have some returning coverage here of the fire that is happening in... There we go. It's happening in Los Angeles. Here we go. I apologize for that. We're switching over to a whole new system here today. I'm just waiting for some stuff to get dropped off, which they should be coming very soon. Yeah, so we will have new equipment here within the hour, so that should be something that we can work with and put into use. But in the meantime, this is what we have right now. You guys are looking at a live overshot. You guys are looking at a live overshot of the Palisades fire. Excuse me. This is the big fire. The big fire. And this is hopefully going to start to be contained tonight. But it really depends. The issue is those winds coming in are going to spread those embers. And those embers are going to just keep going and going and going. I'm hoping that those winds die down, though. Yeah, so hopefully we don't run into any issues. Hopefully that this can start to get contained. Hopefully. But I will be back.